Okay guys, I kind of have an update on this Extreme box. This is the DX series and I'm enjoying the box. I've been working out of it. Really no complaints except one. And if you watched my first video, it was all about the drawers, how they do not come all the way out. They're not full extension drawers like the more expensive boxes. Well, I found a way around it. Let me give you an example here. Now this box, this drawer, I have not did the modification, but as you see, you gotta reach in here. It's about 1.5 inches, and it's not really that much of a problem with this drawer, but other drawers it is, like the socket drawer. But let me show you. And that will be the modification. I got the drawer to come out another 1.5 inches. And it doesn't really hurt any of the integrity of the slides or anything. So I'll show you what I've done, and if you choose to do so, then do it. Anyhow, as you see now, see this lip here, this is the very back of the drawer, and it's even with the face. So now the drawers come completely out, and there's nothing to fumble with up underneath. Now, this especially was a problem with the socket drawer, because it wouldn't come all the way out, and I would have to dig these back sockets out, pull, and do that. Now they'll come straight out, and as you see, the lip of the toolbox is even with the face of the toolbox. Same with the wrench drawer, which was crazy because those back wrenches, you couldn't get them out. And now you can easily, straight out and in and out. So I'm going to show you how to make this modification, and it doesn't hurt the integrity. My drawers aren't sagging. They're still plenty strong. Anyway, we'll get to it. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull the drawer out, obviously empty it out, and then you have the two levers on either side. One goes up, one goes down, then slide the drawer off. Okay, now that you have the drawer out, you want to get a little pocket screwdriver, and you slide it. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this video stuff. You catch the top, and you want to push it in about that far. And then how you get that out is you got to get it away from it enough, because there's a little metal retainer in there, and I'll show you what I mean. And then it pops up, so you got to get it away, pry it up away from the box, but don't get all gorilla and crazy. So once you pop the front off, then it just slides out. I'll show you what I mean. That little retainer there is what kind of locks it in place. So you use the screwdriver to pull that away, and then that clips up. So you push up, and then you slide out. This hook slides in. And then reverse, you push this in, and then line up this, and then push it down to lock it back in place. So now we'll get to the modification. Okay guys, here we have the slider out. This is the front of it, and it slides that, and this is the stop. So the next step we're gonna do, and on yours, you should have some kind of stop. These happen to be just little rubber stops. Just grab a screwdriver, whatever you need, and just pull them off. So with that off, and the reason we have to pull that off, we have to bend this flat so this will slide over it. So now I have a wide pair of vice grips that fit over that pretty good. And you want it to be even. And you want to bend it slow, and you don't want to keep bending it, because if that breaks, then, well, you got another problem. So now that you see that's flat, you can slide this completely out. Now, the plastic runners are what we're after. So when you pull it slow, because there's actual ball bearings in there, and you don't want them to go flying. So this is what we're modifying right here to allow the drawers to open further. I had to do measuring and to figure out just how far those drawers open. Anyhow, so I made this homemade jig, and what my runners ended up being is 1.5 inches. So you need these to all be perfect, because they slide together and they stop together. So the jig holds it in place, and then with my handy cutters, I had to adjust for that, and you see what I mean. So you want to just take your time, come down on there, and cut it. So this part here is an actual 1.5 inches, and my drawer will slide out 1.5 inches more. So now we'll just go ahead and do the other one real quick. You're getting the general idea what to do. So we're getting it in place, making sure it's all square. I mean, you could use it. I used the tape measure the first time, and I said, there's no way I'm going to get them exactly perfect. And as you see, they're going to be exactly perfect. Well, there we go. Just like so. So, with that done, we'll put it back together. And the easiest thing I found, well, I like to put a little bit more grease on it. You use whatever you want. This is just some light grease. If you use too thick a grease, then the drawers are a little bit harder to slide in and out. So I just go ahead and squeeze it in there. Now, the part I didn't cut, which is a little bit more thicker, where it's going to stop, it'll be this end here. I put that towards the front. And I slide this all the way forward, and I'll show you why. Because once you do that, if you try to feed them in at the same time, then you're fighting it. If you slide one forward, this one will slide right in. Quick little grease here, bear with me. My wife's filming. I gave up the trying to do it and film at the same time. So again, I'm using my thicker end. Yours may be different, I don't know. But now, with this all the way forward, you're able to slide that in pretty darn easy. Now, if you notice resistance, then you need to slide that farther back. Now, you just line this up, and you pull, and you'll notice one's already at the stop, and this one's back here. That's okay, keep pulling, it will adjust. Then, make sure that they both, there's little tangs in here, and that's the thicker part I put in first, is hitting when the drawer fully extends. So now, we're pretty much home free. We're going to bend our tab up. Now, you want these even too. You don't want them crooked or bent. That's why I'm using the wider vice grips. And you just want to get it back to that 90-degree mark. So when you close it, they're both going to hit at the same time. And then we're just going to put our rubber bumper on there, I guess you'd call it. And there, we've just made our drawers open 1.5 inches further, which is huge in my mind. So if you want to do this, great. If you found this entertaining, great. All right, I hope this helps somebody out. Thank you.